Hello farmers, welcome back to Goldcrest Valley. Just coming up here to pick up the last bit of grass left in this field here. Got the silo bunker pretty much compacted. Got a little cleaning up to do when I get back on down there, but no sense of cleaning it up until I get all done. Let's go ahead and pick this up. A little bit left. So yeah, we have reached the 550,000 liter mark down there. So whatever extra we get here, I guess I always call like a little bit of a bonus. We always try to reach 550,000. And yeah, this will all be brought later on. What did I say? October? Let's see, it's July, so August, September, October. Yeah, October is when the grass fields will be ready again. So I'll probably be buying the BGA in October unless I spent all my money by then, which is always a possibility. Got a little grass here. Pick that back up. I mean, I got grass, little patches here and there, but when I see a strip like that, that's got to be picked up. All right, we'll call that good. Let's go get this in the bunker, compacted and covered up, and it'll be ready next month. Well, by around 10:30 in the morning-ish, somewhere around there. But yeah, I think in October we'll be buying the BGA. Start putting the grass in there, or the silage, by then, and get that process over to methane and so on and so forth. And then when we finally get enough, maybe we'll buy the, I shouldn't say maybe, we'll be buying the power plant, and we'll have to buy some transformer oil. I always want to say transformer oil, and start selling it as energy. And by then, maybe we'll have different means of making some chaff. We could do some corn, or, you know, many ways to make chaff, but got a ways to go before we can get that kind of equipment. We just got to get lucky in the store page. Now, let me come on. This side of the bunker never really spills out. This side always does, and I think it's because I'm always coming down and I'm emptying out this way, so it tends to spill out this way. But luckily we got ourselves this forage wagon. We just come back on through and pick it on up. We get most of it. Like I said, this should be pretty well compacted by now. Alright, back on up here. Actually, let me get the HUD up so we can see. It's not 96% compacted. But of course, every time you add a little bit, it goes on down. Just trying to pick up the edge here so I get most of it. And then what happens when I lease the belt to get the silage out of here, when it gets down to this end, it picks up the chaff, and I just dump the leftover chaff in the bunker. Alright, so this might be kind of hard to get up here now with the trailer. But luckily the trailer's empty, so I might... Yeah, we got up here. We're fine. Let's go ahead and dump this on in. I say I'm fine. Am I going to get stuck? I did not get stuck this time, but I'm not quite done yet, am I? 99. Come on, get to 100 before I get to the end so nothing spills out. Thank you. Alright, cover it up. Hop on in. Looks like I got a tiny little bit there that didn't get covered. And we know the other end's going to look kind of messy. Oh, I didn't see the total at the end when I got in there, but it should be whatever I had in the trailer plus 550,000. Yep, that's all good. So what I'm going to do now is, on the way back to the farm, I'm going to stop by the fuel station, which is just right on down the street right here. And we're going to bring all this equipment back. We'll give it a wash and repair. Spin around here. And then, yeah, I think we are pretty much done with July. I mean, I could go around and fertilize the grass field that's here, but I can leave that for a different day. I kind of want to pass time to see what the store has to offer us later on in the day, and of course then we can move on to August and see what the store has to offer us then as well. This is going to take a while, I guess. It's not, of course, you know, the bigger the tractor, the bigger the fuel tank, so this is going to take a second or two. Well, that's not too bad. For as long as it filled, I thought it was going to be a lot more than that, but $955 for diesel fuel. All right, let's head back to the farm. Yeah, the combine and everything else, that's still sitting in the field. Figured I just let it sit there. I mean, we own the field. We can let it sit on down there because I may not have to transport it too far later on. But let's go back to the farm. I think the 8230 is also sitting around waiting to be washed and put away as well. Yeah, so we got our Massey Ferguson, the baler, and the combine down here with a header on it. That worked out rather well last time. I was pleasantly surprised with the Follow Me mod that it actually stopped to empty out the bale. So that is great news for me. Yeah, I will be picking up the straw bales after the harvest season's over for the cereal crop. Once we get all the cereal fields done and we get all the straw baled on up, then I'll lease the baling trailer. And that way I can stack it nicely down at the cow barn. I could technically pick it up with the Massey Ferguson because we got the front end loader. But that'd be like a lot of trips and I won't be able to stack it as neatly as a baling loader can. Alright, let's go ahead and get our pressure washer out. Open says me. Why is that not opening? There we go. Had to walk out of the zone and back on in. Yeah, the forage wagon is kind of messy, and so is the 9RT. Yeah, so if you watched yesterday's episode on Oceanside Forest, we bought our first full-size tractor, and it was a John Deere again. I think the game was been telling me recently, like, you don't use John Deere tractors enough, so we're just going to give you those only to buy. There we go. That looks nice and clean. I think our pressure washer hose can actually reach far enough to do this. I'm not going to get them clean, but cleaned well enough to look rather decent here. And our grain trailer as well. We repaired those last time. I didn't get stuck in there for a change. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move the 8230 and the grain trailer first of all. And the trailers I should be putting down here. At some point I got to start figuring out where I want to start parking things. Instead of just putting them anywhere I see fit at the time. I think we've all been there. You know, you log into Farming Simulator. It's like, all right, I need to go do this. And then you start looking around like, now where did I put, you know, whatever it is that you're looking for. You start looking around all your sheds. It's like, where is it? Oh, yeah, it's over here. Okay. 8230 can go here. And now we'll spin the 9RT and the forage wagon into the work zone. I think most of the damage or repair is going to be on the forage wagon because I can't remember the last time we repaired that. That's been down at the cow barn for a while. Yeah, that's going to cost me almost $2,000 just for the forage wagon. And the 9RT is $28.98, so yeah, there's like $5,000 out the window just for repairing, but that's what you got to do. Yeah, repairing the forage wagon, that could, you know, slow down the working speed a little bit. But as for like the grain trailer, I don't know what repairing those actually, how it benefits us or, you know, it hurts us by not repairing just the grain trailer, because like there's no technical working speed on those trailers. All right, spin around here. So we'll just take a quick look at the store because I kind of forgot what was in there. But I'm pretty sure if it was something we needed, we would have bought it by now. Well, this is oh, that's not the Stevie mod though, so that's not going to pick. I would need the other belt to pick up the grain or whatever on the ground before it goes onto this belt. The modded one that I use does not need the other belt. Alright, so that's nothing that we need. So I will see you, like always, around 8 o'clock at night. I'm just going to double check on our animals, make sure they're all set. And I know the sheep are going to need some water. We'll check on the store, and we'll zip on over to the month of August. Just over here checking on the chickens before we call it an evening. Just came down from the sheep, giving them some water. The chickens will definitely need feed tomorrow, so I think we got a barley field up by... Yeah, that's a barley field. We got a wheat field as well. And, of course, we got sorghum way over here. But if any of those fields are ready for harvest tomorrow, we will take the grain from there and top off the chickens. Going to have to take care of the eggs here soon. So, yeah, all the animals are taken care of. So let's go ahead and just before we go to bed, like always, let's see what the store has. There's a number of things that we are looking for, obviously. You probably know most of them by now. Nope, don't want to sleep yet. Not yet. And nothing has changed. That's all that's there. All right, 8 o'clock into August. I'm pretty sure a good number of our fields will be ready for at the bale sell point. Yeah, I think we're all set. Let's see here. What do we got for stuff ready for harvest today? Well, we got that field there. We got this field here. The sorghum field is ready. So, I mean, I could do... I'll probably come back here and actually do the wheat field. Because the grain trailer and all of the tractors are there. I'll just have to grab the Massey Ferguson from up here. And we'll bale the straw like always. Okay, so that's what we got set for. And nothing in here. Forage wagons. Yeah, we got ourselves our own forage wagons. So we're all set there. Alright, let me go up and give the sheep their water. Grab the Massey Ferguson. I'll bring that down. I gotta grab the baler. And then bring the harvester over. And we get to harvesting the wheat. And then we can feed the chickens. With the Massey Ferguson in place, I just got to bring the Class Tryon over here with our wonderful New Holland 45-foot header. And we can start harvesting this beautiful wheat. Give the chickens the feed that they need. And then I'll probably move the eggs around a little bit. We'll sell those, I do believe, in November is the correct time to sell eggs. We do have a trailer still sitting up at the workshop at the store. That's something I definitely could use coming up for sale in the store is a truck. But we got a lot of things that I could use. Alright, we don't need the beacons anymore because there are no cars that come up and down this road. Let's fold in the header. Kind of get myself aligned here. This field's not going to take us that long at all. Alright, let's go ahead and lower the baler. Turn on the baler. I got to remember to turn on the automatic drop. And then, of course, get a worker. 25 meters seems to be good. Oh, we got Frank today. This we'll see how this goes. Okay, Frank, just keep it together for about 15 minutes, can you? Should be in a swath because that's what we did last time in the field. Perfect. We do actually have wheat in the silo, I do believe. I could have fed the chickens that way, but I figured we might as well wait until we're harvesting. We got grain in the trailer coming out of the combine. We'll feed the chickens then. So we did expand this field a little bit. Last fall, we I think pretty much like what we're harvesting here, I think is all added to the field itself. Oh yeah, can I see that our trees that we planted, have they sprouted up a little bit? I don't think so. I don't see anything noticeable. I'm hoping by next month that they sprout up a little bit. It was kind of weird. On hinterland, we planted the oak trees, and like within 4 months, they were at full height. But then I planted birch trees? I think they were birch, and those took forever just to get up to a certain height. Alright, so Frank seems to be doing just as good a job as Francine did the other day. But, you know, it's only been a couple minutes. Give Frank some time to get some frustration in that tractor. Should be a pretty good yield. Actually, can I get down to the other end before I'm full? Kind of forgot that we're doing wheat, so wheat's going to be yielding pretty fast. I forgot to see, I did not see when I got to the end of the first row. It was pretty close to the 50% range. I can see that. Well, if I don't get to the end, I'll have to unload by backing the trailer into the crops again. Oh, and someone did ask if I put narrow tires on, would that damage the crop? And the answer is no. But on a grain trailer, you probably don't want narrow tires on it because you're going to have a lot of weight in there. So you kind of want bigger tires on there to support all the weight that you're putting into the trailer. Think I'm going to get to the end? Yeah, looks like we are. Just barely. Just sorry to always drop the straw in the field. All right, now if I spin around, and since we're right here at the farmyard, let's go ahead and we'll grab the 8230. And the grain trailer. Oh, this is one of our saplings right here. Yeah, so it's been a couple months. No progress yet. Actually, it doesn't even come up what type of tree it is. Interesting. So when they're little saplings, they don't tell you like, hey, this is a whatchamacallit tree. I like those trees, the whatchamacallits. They're pretty beautiful. Pretty beautiful. Yeah, I said that. All right, grain trailer. I'm still trying to figure out for the future of the farmyard, do I want to put down a fuel tanker here? But so far, you know, eventually I go past one. I mean, we do have the money, but as we all know in Farming Simulator, as soon as you think you got money, you buy something, then you don't. Unload that into there, and as we know, we can get 2 combine loads into the grain trailer. So the way this works, let's see, we should get 1 full trailer, maybe 2 full trailers of wheat off this field. So that's pretty close to 45,000 liters of wheat, which of course we will sell when wintertime comes, but we will keep always some around for the chickens. Yeah, I'm very happy with this Kuhn baler and the way the worker is, you know, getting the job done behind us. You can see we're not leaving any straw behind. Now, if I had the 60-foot header, there's a possibility I would be leaving straw behind with the baler because with a wider header, we're chewing up more crop and we're spitting out more of the straw out the back, so a bigger swath, so the baler might not be able to handle it, but this setup here is working very well. Yeah, once again, I don't want to get into productions. I think it was when I was moving the sheep's wool around. I don't think it was last episode, but I think it might have been an episode before that. Someone said, with that much, why not get the spinnerine? I'm just trying to... I mean, production buildings are good. But I think I used them quite a bit on hinterland, and it seemed like at the end of hinterland, I was getting kind of worn down on the production buildings. I was spending just about as much time on the production buildings as I was working in the fields, it seemed like. So I kind of want to get back a little bit more to the farming side of things. But of course, we are going to have a few production buildings on probably every series that I do. And like always, I've said this before, if a real interesting one comes out on the Mod Hub, we'll have to give it a go and see how well it does. The one because I've been asked, I don't remember who asked me on Discord a while ago, but they did ask if I was going to do the fish farm again. And I remember trying that out on No Man's Land, and on Hard Economy, it did not pay out at all. I barely broke even on that. I don't know if that's been updated and changed since I last tried it. I don't think I'd want to try it here. I mean, I probably could try it here. Might be something I could try in Oceanside Forest. So I might be in better soil here. No, maybe not the same type of soil. I was ready to say, are we going to get full? Guess not. Oceanside Forest, we've come quite a ways already after just a handful of episodes. All thanks to the lovely sawmill that we have down. I think there was a comment on that the sawmill just produces too much too fast. But if it didn't, I'd be doing a lot of extra work myself and passing time. I think we would still be in the same spot in the series. I would just have to pass more time on the map in order to get where we are. Yeah, I shouldn't have had those donuts this morning. I can't get out of the tractor. I'm kind of stuck. Can't jump, can't do anything. So we'll wait until we empty out the combine. Well, since I'm here and I'm stuck, let's go ahead and we'll top off the chickens with the wheat. And we'll dump the rest into the silo. Yeah, I think we'll be just shy of 40,000 liters of grain out the field. Just hang on, Frank. I'll be right back. Just kick your feet up for a second. It'll really be just about a minute or two. Make sure I'm on the grain trailer. Yep, we're on the grain trailer, so yeah, if you remember the first time we got the chickens here, I couldn't unload the wheat, and I couldn't figure out why. Oh wow, you guys are taking more than I thought you would. You took half my grain trailer. It's alright, they produce eggs and it all works out. Yeah, so it seems lately that the store, I mean, we've had our good runs at the store every day or even twice a day. It's like, wow, look at this, look at this. But recently, not as much. And I think I may have touched on it. The only thing I can think of is maybe it's because I'm not as desperate for as many items as I once was when we came here. I mean, it still is a good possibility that if another decent sized tractor comes up, like one for like 350, 400 horsepower comes up, I could trade out this 8230 for that tractor. But this 8230 is not worth as much as it once was. I think last time I checked, I could probably sell it for like low 30s, upper 20s, low 30s. So not, you know, a good comeback on the sale price. Because I'll probably be using the 9RT for selling the grain in the winter, especially if it's going to Mary's and I got to go up that hill. Gonna need the horsepower, although using a tractorized tractor, probably not the best thing for going up and down an asphalt road. Probably tears it up a little bit. Frank make the corner. Yeah, Frank is doing really well today. He's behaving himself. So it looks like I got about 3 full passes, including this one, and I'm going to have like a little strip left over again. Possibly. So seeing the little bit of a strip that I got left on our right hand side, I think next time if I merge, create fields, have a plow available at the farm, I'll probably just widen this field just a little bit more so I can get, you know, if I got to make another pass, I might as well go ahead and make it so, you know, we got full use of the header here. You know, and I don't think, I know going back maybe 20 episodes ago, we kind of said maybe buying all the fields on the map could be something we do. It always sounds good, but then when you start working the fields that you currently have, and you find yourself that you're always busy, doubling or tripling the amount of work I have now, that would be a tall order, I think. I mean, we could always go ahead and purchase them, and maybe... The one thing I haven't seen come to Farming Simulator yet is where we can actually just hire a worker to do the field. And I don't mean use our own equipment, but hire a contractor to just harvest the field for us. So like say the sorghum field at the other end of the map down by the store, it's too bad I can't just click on the field and just say hire contractor, and yeah, I get the grain off it, but I gotta pay a contractor, say, $4,000 to harvest the field for me. Part of me says that was a mod at some point, but it would be kind of nice to just every once in a while to say, you know what, we're too booked, we're too busy on our own farm, let's hire a worker. I mean, we could just buy the field and have work, you know, other contractors. It's like we do contracting work for other farmers. It's too bad we can't have contractors do work for us without having to use our equipment. Alright, turn that off. Let's not hit the road sign here because that is something I was doing quite a bit back in FS17. And Frank did a really good job. He didn't give me any hassle today. At least in this field. Okay, so while that's unloading, we'll just send Frank back on his way. Maybe I'll hire him again when I get up by the chickens and take care of that field. So I would like to do the sorghum field when the soybeans are ready. So I don't want to drive the combine all the way down here just to do this small field. I'd like to be them in sync, but looks like the soybean field is a ways off. Let's see, sorghum is this month or next month, and soybeans, yeah, so that's not going to work. I guess I could wait next month and then harvest a soybean, and then just leave it down there, and then we go in October, which is the month after, I could do the soybeans. So probably the only field I'm going to harvest in this in-game month will be right up here. And then I could go ahead and fertilize the grass fields this month as well. That would get us pretty much caught up on everything. The alfalfa and clover field are not growing yet. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Let's turn off that. Leave it there. The combine. Let me go ahead and fold the pipe in. Alright, and then unfold the header. Get that ready to go over to the barley field, I do believe that is. Alright, let's get this grain into the silo. So let's see, we had almost 24,000 liters, and now we got 20,000 liters, so 44,000 liters of wheat off that field. That's pretty darn good. Although the chickens did take about 10,000 liters of that, but that's fine. That's what the wheat is there for. It's for the little birds. I kind of like not having that tree right next to our drop-off point here, so if I ever just want to bring the combine over, I can unload into the silo. And once I get this in, I want to check the stock market page just to see what's going on there and what the value of our crop currently is if I sell at the best time. Alright, that's all in. Went right by it, I'm sure. So wheat, yeah, we got about $20,000 worth of wheat, 40,000 or 46,000 worth of oats. Eggs are starting to look pretty darn good, so, you know, getting the chickens going, they're starting to pay off. The wool, we just sold that, but the sheep up there are starting to make lots and lots of wool. And let's see, what else we got that's worth a lot? Not a whole lot, because everything else we pretty much keep for the use on the farm is pretty much just what's up here. And then, of course, when we do get silage, we will be going up to the BGA. That's going to take a few trips to get that stuff up there. I may actually set up a course play kind of a thing to where our worker can go up there and unload. That may work out rather well for us. But we got our wheat field done. We got more straw bales eventually to pick on up. And actually, yeah, once I get done with the barley field, I don't have any more straw. That should be the last straw. Yeah, barley. We'll get straw for that. Sorghum, we don't get straw. So after we harvest this field, we can get ourselves the baling trailer. Which, how much is that going to cost me? Not that it matters, but would be kind of... That should be able to handle the 180 centimeter. It does. I was ready to say it better handle 180 centimeters, so that's good. So this is the baling trailer that we'll use. I'm trying to stay away from the auto loaders unless we get extremely desperate, but so far we're staying away from them. And like I said, we're going to keep all the straw bales down at the cow barn, and then I could sell them the extras in the winter, but I don't remember if the BGA takes them or not. If I go up to the BGA, I don't think it's going to tell me what it takes. And the buying pin is right up here, and it is $250,000 for the BGA. But we'll be buying that within the next couple months. No sense buying it right now because I want to keep the money just in case something really important pops up in the store page and I'm hitting all the wrong buttons, like always. But yeah, we'll be buying this in by October. By the time the grass fields need to be cut, this will need to be bought so I can bring the silage that's currently fermenting, and it'll be ready in a couple of in-game hours. We'll have to bring the silage up here, put it in here to where we can make methane and digestate. And then the methane eventually will be going on over to... Wait, that's a sawmill. Where's the... Oh, here it is. The power station. And this, I do believe, is 100,000? 100,000. So we need 350,000, which we do have. But this will have to bring the methane on over. And bring the transformer oil on up to. And we can produce energy. And hopefully make a whole bunch of cash out of it. Get our money back really darn quick. So in a couple months' time, we'll be producing energy. Fingers crossed. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Goldcrest Valley. But until then, have a good one.